Adisa's trials, restoring the spirit connection. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, the children of Nkokonuru village finished their evening chores and gathered around the large fire pit in the center of the village. This was their favorite time of day, when they would listen to the stories of old Mama Baba, the village elder. Her stories were not just tales of adventure. They were lessons that shaped their understanding of the world and their place within it. Old Mama Baba, with her silver hair and deep, kind eyes, settled onto her carved wooden stool. The firelight danced on her weathered face as she began to speak, her voice a soothing melody that carried the wisdom of generations.
Tonight, I will tell you the story of Adisa, a young girl from a village much like ours, nestled in the heart of the Igbo forest near the great Sanoga River. This is a tale of nature, tradition, and the journey to discovering oneself.
The children leaned in closer, their eyes wide with anticipation. In the village of Ngoglituba, where the trees once whispered ancient secrets and the rivers sang songs of old tales, a terrible phenomenon began. The trees and plants started withering, the animals disappeared, and the spirits that sustained the village grew silent. The people of Ngoglituba, who had always been deeply connected to nature, found themselves growing weak and sick. Without the spirits, they could not heal or thrive. This calamity began because the villagers had started neglecting their ancestral rituals and prayers that had been passed down from generation to generation. In their quest to modernize and adopt the ways of the Western world, they began cutting trees and killing animals without performing the necessary rituals. They lived in disorder, and nature began to withdraw from them, breaking the connection that had kept them safe and healthy for generations. In this time of crisis, the village shaman sensed the urgency and called upon the spirits for guidance. But it was his daughter, Adisa, who received a vision. One night, under the full moon, she dreamed of a majestic Mamiwata, a mythical water spirit with a shimmering tail and eyes that sparkled like the night sky. The Mamiwata spoke to her.
Adisa, a great darkness is upon your village. The connection between the spirits and your people is broken because they have forsaken the old ways. You must embark on a journey to find the spirit of the first shaman near the peak of Mount Cameroon. Only then can the balance be restored.
When she awoke, Adisa knew she had to seek the counsel of her father. He told her,
"The spirits have chosen you. You must undertake this journey, for only you can restore the connection and save our people. You were probably chosen because you still believe in the old ways and know their importance."
As Adisa prepared for her journey, she gathered sacred items, a staff carved with ancient symbols, a pouch of healing herbs, and a necklace made from the bones of revered ancestors. Her father placed his hands on her shoulders and chanted a blessing, calling upon the spirits of the land, the sky, and the ancestors to protect and guide her, using as much power that he still had. Adisa set out into the Igbo forest, her steps light but purposeful. She encountered animals that seemed to sense her mission. A wise old owl flew ahead, guiding her through the night. A swift antelope showed her the safest paths. Even the trees seemed to bend their branches to offer her fruit and shade. One evening, she came upon a clearing bathed in golden light. In the center stood a massive baobab tree. She felt a powerful energy emanating from it, drawing her closer. As she knelt before the tree, placing her hands on the cool, rough bark, she closed her eyes and began to chant, calling upon the spirits of the sacred grove. The air shimmered, and she felt a presence, ancient and wise, enveloping her.
Welcome, Adisa. You have come far, but your journey is just beginning. To restore the balance, you must prove yourself through 3 trials. Good luck, my child. I believe in you.
As the voice faded, Adisa found herself alone in the forest once more, with only her instincts to guide her. The first trial tested her compassion. Adisa walked until she heard a pitiful cry. She found a wounded bird, its wing broken. Remembering the healing herbs she carried, she gently tended to the bird, binding its wing and feeding it small morsels of food. She stayed with it through the night, singing softly until the bird was calm and able to rest. As dawn broke, the bird took flight, transforming into a radiant spirit.
You have shown great compassion, Adisa. I am one of the guardians of this land. Thank you for your kindness. May your journey be blessed.
And with that, the spirit vanished. The second trial tested her courage. As she journeyed deeper into the forest, she encountered a fearsome leopard blocking her path. Its eyes glowed with a fierce light, and it growled menacingly. Fear gripped her, but Adisa stood her ground. She remembered her father's teachings about the harmony between humans and animals. Speaking softly, she began to communicate in the leopard's language, a series of growls and purrs, thanks to the bones of her ancestors on her necklace, which allowed her to speak with animals.
I mean you no harm, noble one. We are meant to live in peace and united, not harm each other. You know it as well as I do.
The leopard's growls subsided, and it approached her slowly. She gently touched its head, and it nuzzled her hand before speaking in its own tongue.
You have shown true courage and respect. Congratulations, Adisa, and good luck on the rest of your journey.
With that, the leopard turned and disappeared into the forest. The third trial tested her wisdom. Adisa came upon a circle of ancient stones covered in moss. In the center lay a riddle inscribed on a stone tablet.
What connects us all, unseen yet felt, silent yet heard, bringing life and peace to all?
Adisa pondered the question, feeling the spirits around her. Her first thought was,
Spirits.
but as she said it aloud, the stones remained silent. The spirit of the first shaman whispers to her,
You only have 2 chances left to answer. Think wisely, my child.
and the voice fades away again. Thinking hard again, she said,
Belief.
but the stones still gave no response. For her last chance, Adisa sat down calmly, thinking hard. As she reflected on the bond between her and nature, her staff fell to the ground next to her. She picked it up and noticed the ancient symbols carved into it. As her late mother taught her ancient language, Adisa translated the symbols into letters, and she was left with one word: harmony. In that moment, she understood that it was not just the presence of the spirits or belief, but something deeper that connected everything. Finally, she whispered.
Harmony.
The stones glowed with a soft light, and she felt a deep sense of understanding, peace, and her mind was filled with new knowledge. She had passed the final trial. With each trial passed, Adisa felt her power growing. She unlocked her full potential and felt the presence of the first shaman guiding her.
You have proven yourself, Adisa. Now, return to your village and restore the connection between the spirits and your people with the teaching that I passed into you.
Adisa returned to Ngoglituba, carrying with her the wisdom and power she had gained. She performed a sacred ritual, calling upon the spirits of the land, water, and sky. Slowly, the trees began to revive, the animals returned, and the villagers felt their strength returning. The connection was restored, and the people of Ngoglituba were saved. In gratitude, the villagers bestowed upon Adisa the title of Keeper of the Spirits, honoring her bravery and wisdom. She taught them the importance of maintaining their connection to nature and their traditions, ensuring that such a calamity would never befall them again. And so Ngoglituba thrived, a testament to the power of unity and respect for the universe's creations. Old Mama Baba paused, letting the weight of the story settle over the children.
Remember, little ones, we are all connected to the earth, to our ancestors, and to each other. Embrace these connections, respect the world around you, and you will always find your way.
As the children nodded and murmured their thanks, Mama Baba smiled, knowing that the seeds of wisdom she had sown would grow in the hearts of those children and will be passed on.